Hi Aries, welcome to your April 2000 reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Aries. I am your psychic Lorianne here to give you the messages from the other side, and I will use the tarot cards for the detail. Before I begin, please don't fast forward through this. I want to announce that I am doing a psychic connection. So one of my guidance clients had asked me a question: how do you know the difference between intuition and a dream? And that's a really good question. A lot of us have so many questions that we want to ask along the metaphysics and the spiritual realm, something that we wouldn't normally ask during a personal reading because we are more interested in finding out about our own lives. This is an opportunity for you all to ask those questions. So on Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, USA, I am going to be starting to do the live session of Psychic Connection, where we will discuss anything, all questions that you have. Now, the very first reading that the very first segment will be live, of course, but the comments, I may not be answering you then. So what I'd like for this first time, because I have to acclimate to the live version, if you could send your question to ascendingsoulsjourney@gmail.com. The link is below. It's also in the about section, or you can go through my website and send me those questions. And if you want your name and where you live on there, I would be happy to announce that also. And then the next segment, we should be able to be on speed where I can answer your questions, hopefully through the comments, but we'll see how that works out. Everything will fall into place the way it's supposed to. So this is for love, career, finance, family, romance, on every level. Any messages I get, I will relate to you. So the first card that we have for you is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is all about competition. It's about battling with other people. It can be arguing. It can be internal battling. Anything that is going on where there's a lot of struggle, feeling as though a little bit threatened perhaps, okay? It can also be a form of fear, right? So I want to get another card to see where we're going with this. The next card we have is the Emperor card. Okay, so definitely this is your reading. So this is saying that you, as your own person, the Emperor is a person who has actually wonderful qualities. Typically it's an older, more mature person, but when we're talking the energies of, because that can come at any age, this is a person who's very, very wise. They've been through a lot of experiences in their life, and even young people can go through a lot of experiences. By the time I was 30, I had already experienced more than what half people do at the age of 50. So it can happen at any different age. All of the things that take place in this person's life, they are able to take the lesson from whatever it was and turn it into wisdom, something that they can use to guide them as they move forward in their life and help them to gauge what works and what doesn't work. I've been there, tried that, it didn't work. You know, they're very wise on how they apply those lessons in their life. Now, this is a person, because of the experiences they've gone through, is not always willing to, they can be very stubborn, okay? They can be super stubborn, they can be arrogant because of everything that they've been through. It's not that they really are that way, it casts off in that type of an energy. The Emperor doesn't always like to, it's rare, they don't usually like to compromise at all. And they are very, very careful about opening up. They don't open up typically to anybody unless they absolutely feel that it is going to be a benefit, meaning family, a friend that they want in their life for a very long time. If there's an actual reason for that to take place. So what I'm seeing is there is a group of you where you're actually dealing with somebody. This is in the family realm, and they're showing me this is an authoritative figure to you that has this type of energy about them. You two have been fighting a lot of competition, one-upmanship is what I want to call it, where it's like, oh yeah, I'll show you. Oh yeah, you think you know how to do it? I'll show you. You know, that kind of an energy going back and forth. This could be, it is a very masculine energy, so I am seeing that if it's not a man, it's a woman who actually embraces a lot of her masculine side. This is a person who is very successful, again, exceedingly wise. This competition that's going on between the two of you, and it looks, again, like it is a family member, uncle, father, maybe an older brother. A lot of competition. For some of you, I see another person in there, so you may be competing over another person in your life, meaning maybe you both have your eyes set on the same person on a romantic interest, or you may have both of your eyes are set on a job, on a career, finance, something along that realm. But bottom line is the two of you have been fighting a lot. You're actually being guided. You've got the Hermit card next. This is about going within. This is about following your inner compass. We all have the ability to tap into our intuition. What we don't all know is how to tap into that intuition. But for this group of you, you actually do. What I'm seeing is you know how to go within. And the Emperor does know how to go within. Again, that's how they learn those lessons, and they are able to gauge their life on him. That gut feeling, well, I kind of did this before and it didn't work out. So, you know, following that gut. This is a person who doesn't really know what to expect or how it's going to go once they get there, how they get there. You see, this man is on a ledge, right? It drops off on both sides. So he's in the dark. All he has is this light. Now, this light behind his head is actually the universe helping him. This is the angels. This is God. This is the forces from the other side coming in to help guide him while he taps into his intuition. Because the universe does communicate through our intuition, through our dream state, through our day state, and downloads into what we call as that gut feeling. So he doesn't know, but he has all the faith that he can follow this and not fall off, as long as he holds on to that light, as long as you follow your intuition. Now, for some of you, you're dealing with somebody who is very, very cranky. This can be a very irritable person as well. So you guys are fighting a lot, and it's time for you, the universe is saying it's time for you to go within and follow your inner gut. Is it worth this argument, this competition that you're doing with this person? You hold them in high regard. They also hold you in high regard. It's causing a rift between the two of you. You're not communicating the way you used to, and it's time for you to follow your intuition and see if you can resolve this issue, because this is somebody that you actually want on your side, and they love you, and they don't open up to love, but they love you very, very much. Yeah. Now, for another group of you, what they're showing me is this is somebody that you're dealing with on a romantic side. So the two of you are not together right now. You've been apart for quite some time. And the reason you ended it is because of the battling that was taking place. It wasn't just you that was battling. Do they like me? Do they not like me? Do we have a future together? Are we going to move forward together? It was more about this person. And as Aries, this could actually be you, but it was more about this person who has the energies that I described. Having the internal combat of, do I open up and tell the other person, you, who's watching this video, do I tell them how I feel about them, or do I just keep quiet and just move forward? What I'm seeing is this person actually adores you. Absolutely adores you. They felt that connection. They felt that it could move forward into a really beautiful long-term relationship. They were not ready for a relationship, and it scared them because it happened like that. It happened so fast, they didn't know what to do. So they were battling inside themselves. you may have been trying to communicate with them and they just weren't opening up. For some of you, this is a soulmate scenario, okay? This is it's rare. I usually always get this in my soulmate readings because somebody is closed off and not willing to open up, very stubborn, don't want to compromise, ain't gonna tell you, I'm not gonna share it, I don't have to. That's kind of the energy that they have. They're being guided to go within themselves from the universe, but you also are. And the reason being is this person may be returning. This is the Judgment card. This is an opportunity from the heavens above. One more opportunity to take another look at this situation to see if it can turn into something that is actually going to work. It's about an opportunity to bring back something that had ended, to reevaluate it and let go of this competition that may have been within you. Also, you may have felt that because this person wasn't opening up, that they were involved with other people. The truth is the competition was really within themselves. I'm not saying they didn't go out on a couple dates, but there was no interest in being in a long-term relationship with anybody, and they were going to make certainly sure that that didn't take place. They didn't want anybody else. All they could think about was you, and now they're coming back. Like I said, they've been away for a while. They are going to come back somehow, whether the universe creates a scenario for the two of you to reunite, going to the airport, walking down a mall in a different state, and bam, there they are. An opportunity that is actually meant for the two of you to reconnect and re-look at the situation. Doesn't mean that you need to take them back. When they come back, you will need to go within, okay? You will need to really follow your gut. They are coming with an actual apology. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. And I have to say, they go really well together because of what they've been through, because of the way that they carry their energy about them. They do take things on a very slow, methodical way. They are the slowest moving knight in the deck. They take their time. They want to get to know the other person really well. They want to make sure that it resonates within themselves before they take that extra step and move forward. That's what you're being guided to do as well. For another group of you, and I am mixing career, finance, I'm mixing it all up. I'm so sorry. I'm doing it a little bit different. As I get the messages, I will relay them to you. At the end, I will pull a finance card, and I will pull a romance angel card at the end as well, okay? That way, everything is all in there, and you pull from whatever I'm talking about as it applies to your life, okay? So, yeah, the next card that comes out is the Star card. Now, this is all about hope. It's about faith. It's about healing. It is about a wish being granted from the universe. So when we're talking on the romantic side about this person being put back into your life, there is an opportunity to mend this situation, and you may be able to move forward. Some of you are just going to reconcile your differences. Some of you are going to say, walk away, keep walking, I don't want to talk to you. While others of you are going to listen to them. You're going to hear why they did this to you. And then you will go internally, and that's what you're being guided to do. Now, another card that came out is the Page of Wands. This is a message, a communication coming in. Now, for those of you where it's a romantic situation, this is that message that I'm talking about. Them coming in on a very slow way. And this does come with an apology. They are going to acknowledge what they did wrong. But what I'm seeing is they're going to want you to do the same thing. They aren't going to want to go into a ton of detail. It's just more about, it's not the he said, she said. It's more, this took place and I'm very sorry for that. this is why that took place. But they're going to be a very different individual. They're going to be very open on a level that you are not used to. You see, they've been enlightened on their own. If this is a soulmate journey, this is all about being spiritually guided through a spiritual transformation. That's what this is indicating. Judgment is the last opportunity. It is the final call. So for those of you, if you were really interested in this person, they are coming back because the universe is granting a wish. Now, for those of you where, when it comes to career, in your work environment, there's been a lot of competition, competing for, you're trying to get a promotion is what I'm seeing. You were trying to get a promotion, trying to get a raise, and you felt like you weren't being seen. And the truth is, you really were being seen. They saw you. They just didn't feel that you were a fit for that particular position. But for many of you in this group, they have a different position in mind that they want to put you in. So if you were trying to get a promotion and you didn't get it, you should be, in the month of April, there's a new opportunity coming within the same organization. For another group of you, you actually have a brand new opportunity coming. This is a new job offer coming. I think this has come out on like most of my readings too. So April is a big money month for a lot of people. March was about changes. Okay, it was all about changes, whether they be in a positive or negative direction is, you know, up to individuals in their lives, but it was about change. April is about money. It's about finances. It's about career and opportunities being presented to us. And that's exactly what's going to take place. For some of you, this is a job you used to work at and they're coming back around. I'm seeing that you quit the job and they're going to contact you to come back. They want to bring you back on. Don't worry about what took place in the past. Worry about who you are today and going forward, okay? Make sure that things have changed. So you quit for a specific reason. Make sure those reasons have changed when you get this opportunity presented to you. For others of you, this is a brand new opportunity coming in, and it's all about following your passion. This is a message coming in saying, hey, we really like you. We want to meet you. We want to interview you in person. And for many, you will get offered the job. This is the job offer. The passion, the ones where it's the passion, okay? It's something that you really love to do, and you've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And you may have felt like, I don't want to compete anymore. I don't want to do this. I'm going to be the emperor, and I'm going to be closed off, and I'm going to say no more. But again, you know, we do have the hermit. This is all about going within. And what I'm seeing is for this group of you where this applies to you, this is about you following your gut. When this opportunity comes around, this is something you've been wishing for. I'm talking, you've been waiting and waiting for this opportunity. Now, yep. It may start off a little bit lower than you were hoping on the finance side, but it will almost within 60 to 90 days, you're going to get a pay increase. So don't worry about the money. The money will follow. When we go with our passion and we're good at what we do, money's just going to come right in. It's going to flow right in. It's all about being confident, okay? And that is what is coming to you. For another group of you, what I'm seeing is you're in a relationship right now, and it could be you, but I'm seeing it as your partner where they're being very closed off. They aren't opening, they aren't sharing, you don't know what's going on. This is the month for the two of you to actually work on healing the relationship, to actually sit down and, again, they don't want to open up or you don't. So one of the two of you are being very stubborn and not wanting to show the effort, but inside, both of you really want this relationship to work. This is a month for you to do that healing, to air out and express in a loving way exactly how you feel between the two of you. And you can resolve these issues. Yep. So what we're going to look at right now is your finance card. It's actually a very good reading. It's dealing with people who are stubborn more so than you. Again, that could be you who's being stubborn. So since you are Aries and the Emperor is your card, you want to take a look at that and reverse. If the message is reversed, think of it from the other person's point of view, especially the one dealing with the family member where they're being stubborn and they're fighting. Okay, that can be reconciled, and the two of you really miss each other very much. You might be very, very close. So let's see what the finance card is for you. And it is your worth. It is one thing to want money. Everyone wants more, but it is something entirely different to be worth more. Ah, nice. When we're talking about this opportunity that's coming in, for some of you, when we're talking about it being the job that's coming back and saying, hey, we want you back. They see your worth and they want you. For those of you where you're dealing with following your passion and this offer comes in, they know your worth. But more importantly, you know your worth. You know you're a superstar. You know how to do whatever this is inside and out. And it is your time. You are worth it. Keep that in your mind all month of April. I am worth it. Okay, so let's look at your romance card and see what comes out, how it ties in with the reading. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So exactly ties in with the reading. All of the scenarios about love, that's exactly what it's talking about. Getting to know each other. You and your partner aren't on the same page. Get to know each other. Have those discussions where you can open up and share, because you will see that the both of you do want to reconcile and keep the relationship moving forward. For those of you where it is an actual person coming back from the past, get to know them. You know, the Hermit card is all about going within. So as you get to know them, you can really gauge, do they resonate with me? Is this somebody I want to move forward with in my life? I mean, all of these scenarios, this is actually a very lovely reading. A lot of positive energies that are overriding some of the negative aspects that have been going on in your life. So April is a key month. You are worth it, and it's your month to shine. So have a wonderful month. Thank you for watching. Don't forget about the Psychic Connection on Thursday, this Thursday, April 5th, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And you can send your question to ascendingsoulsjourney@gmail.com. Much love.